So, if you've ever seen Groundhog Day, and if you've ever seen the TV show Falling Skies, put those two together and you've got a pretty good idea of what Edge of Tomorrow is all about, sort of. So, in Edge of Tomorrow, the Earth has been invaded by aliens that look kind of like the physical creatures in the real world in the Matrix. And the aliens have successfully invaded most of Europe, and humanity is planning a massive counterattack. And it fails, and everybody dies. But one guy figures out that he's living that day and that attack over and over and over again. Eventually, hopefully, he'll get it right. And that's the concept of The Edge of Tomorrow. In the movie, the hero is Tom Cruise playing Major Cage. He's the man who's trapped in that one horrific day. He manages to be both a sympathetic character and kind of an asshole. Tom Cruise is very good pulling off the portrayal of a charismatic asshole, almost as if he's not even acting. Um, the villain is this thing called the Mimic Omega. I won't spoil exactly what it is, but think somewhere between a Borg Queen and an amoeba, but bigger. Um, in the film, the mentor character is Emily Blunt. She is a soldier who used to have the same power that Tom Cruise has, but she lost it somehow. She decides to help Tom Cruise by training him and helping him plan this final victory against the Omega Borg Queen. For allies, well, Tom Cruise is assigned a combat unit, but remember, he's an asshole, so they don't really get along. The enemies, for a lot of the movie, it's that same unit of soldiers. Also, it's the other aliens. If you've got a Borg Queen, then you've got the Borg. They're not Borg, they're, big tentacly things that look like the things that were chasing Morpheus's ship around in the Matrix. So, those things. The upside of the film. This film has a lot of really good action and really good special effects. It moves along at a fairly good pace, and it's got an interesting story that I didn't find myself getting bored in the film, except for maybe one or two moments somewhere in the middle. Um, well, actually, towards the beginning of the middle. The downside, oh God, this film uses shaky cam for a lot of the action sequences, and fuck shaky cam. I hate shaky cam. And the shaky cam is not even good shaky cam if there is such a thing. It's horrible shaky cam. It actually gets so bad that in some of the action sequences, I had to physically look away from the screen because the camera was shaking so bad, the images were so blurry, it was giving me a fucking headache. I hate shaky cam. There are a few small logical inconsistencies in the logic of the film. The name that the humans have given the aliens, the mimics, is based on a power that the aliens have that none of the humans actually know the aliens have that power. So, how did they come up with that name? Also, the name doesn't mean what the filmmakers seem to think it means. Again, I won't spoil it, but if you think about it, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Um, in the end, the film is 4 stars for me. Everything in the movie is good. A few things in the film are actually great. Nothing is so bad that I had to take specific notice of it, other than that minor logical inconsistency and the fucking shaky cam. This is a film that without the shaky cam would have easily been at least 4.5 stars, but with that shaky cam, it can't climb above 4 stars at all. 4 stars for Edge of Tomorrow.